Hey guys, it's been about a year since I done anything, so I want to apologize. I have a lot of stuff that I had to handle from my part, and I did promise a lot of videos that I did made about a year ago, and unfortunately I did not keep my promise, so I apologize for that. But for today's video, I want to do a special spoiler reviews today. So since by the time of this video, I'll be posting it on March 31st of 2022, which is exactly 1 year since Godzilla vs. Kong has came out in theaters. One of the very few movies that were released in theaters and one of the few movies that were successful through the pandemic, which is I'm proud. And especially one of the few movies that were um, released in HBO Max, which I don't have. But if you guys are lucky enough to have it, then good for you. But I'm mostly a person who likes to watch movies in theaters, but I'm glad I did. So today we're going to be doing some spoiler reviews today. However, I'm going to let you all know if you have not seen Godzilla vs. Kong for whatever reason, please leave the video immediately and then come back because the movie has been out for a year, and if you were planning to watch the movie and you still don't want me to spoil it, I recommend exit the video as soon as possible, watch the movie, and then come back in. So no further ado, let's begin. So let's talk about the obvious winner that we want to know. So by now you probably already hear who is the actual winner, and then you do hear a couple people who are saying this and this. Oh, no, that's not what I heard, or that's not what I'm hearing. So I'll give you my opinionated conclusion of who actually won in Godzilla vs. Kong. So the official winner is, let me get that, is Godzilla. He is the official winner in the movie. So why is that? So basically, if you saw the movie in the third round, as you call it, basically Godzilla just stomped Kong on the chest as he was already in injured state. So afterwards, Godzilla left him alone. Kong tried to get back up, and then guess what happened? He collapsed and potentially almost died, basically. So between the two, Godzilla was the official, or is the official winner in Godzilla vs. Kong. Now, some people speculated differently because if you haven't know or did not know, Mechagodzilla actually did appear in the movie, which I was like, I'm pretty sure there had to be another monster or something, a common enemy for Godzilla and Kong, and this guy is, and he was a total monster, I would say, and I do like its design. Just, I think I wasn't a big fan of the claws, but afterwards I feel like, I guess it's something I can get used to, and I actually do like the idea. It's like more like a hook kind of claw, so that way he can grapple the monsters. Now, so I'm gonna be honest. So I did love this movie. I kind of forgot what was my rating for the movie. Was it an 8 or 9 out of 10? So whatever rating I gave on my last video, it's not gonna change. So the spoiler review is yes, Godzilla's the official winner, but doesn't mean Kong had to follow Godzilla's supreme or his rule. He lived on his own code, but he sees Godzilla not his enemy. Same thing for Godzilla doesn't see Kong as his enemy anymore, and he doesn't need Kong's approval to be his to show that he's a king. He already proved that he is the king of the monsters. So in a way, at the end of the movie, when Kong dropped the axe, he basically saying that the fight is over and stuff, and Godzilla even accepts it, and then he basically allows Kong to rule Hollow Earth. So that's the spoiler conclusion for that on who is the official winner. Now, some people say that Kong defeated Mecha Godzilla because Godzilla couldn't defeat Mecha Godzilla. So let's get some few things straight. So first of all, this is right after when Godzilla and Kong battled each other. So Godzilla may not be tired, but we do not know if his stamina is full. Second, Mecha Godzilla is basically a robot that does require to defeat him, not just by single Godzilla himself. Now, the reason is because if you've seen the previous Godzilla films, with Mechagodzilla. Mechagodzilla was a very tough opponent. Even if Godzilla had to fight him himself, he was not an easy opponent. Including, I think the only time Godzilla did lose to Mechagodzilla was from Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla 2. But he was saved by Rodan with his radiation. And then from the Millennium era, we have Kuryu, which is Mechagodzilla 3, was able to defeat Godzilla with assistance with Mothra, of course. So yeah, so in a way, Mechagodzilla and Godzilla are kind of like the next rivalry besides King Ghidorah, but Mechagodzilla was designed to defeat not just Godzilla but any monster related. Now, some people speculate that Kong won because he defeated something that Godzilla cannot. May I remind you, without Godzilla's atomic breath, he would not actually be able to destroy Mechagodzilla. So in a way, it's a teamwork effort. It doesn't have to be one single monster. If Kong fight Mechagodzilla, if he defeated Godzilla, he probably would be in a worst situation where Mechagodzilla sees Kong as a target, destroy him with all his weaponry, and then even with Kong's X, it won't be penetrating through Mechagodzilla's armor and weapons, just to let you know and remind you. So, in a way, it's a teamwork effort for Godzilla and Kong to defeat Mechagodzilla. But, of course, Kong gets the final kill, which I actually do like because we give Kong a redemption kind of victory. But overall, I do like the movie. So, what about the human characters in the movie? I do like some of them. I think Team Kong is probably the most, I say, strongest human character development we have than Team Godzilla, I would say. I do like Team Godzilla, especially their comedic moments. But I do feel that maybe they should do some few like conclusions of how Monarch is gonna handle with Apex or how they're gonna handle that because it's more like they're using Team Godzilla for more story progression rather than actual conclusion. And as for Team Kong, we actually get their development and conclusion for how Kong finds a new home and everything. So I feel the human characters do need more work, especially the human villains. The most disappointing one I would say was Ran Shirazawa because I feel there is so much potential for that villain or for that character because is he like the son of Ishiro Shirazawa, the man who saved Godzilla's life and the man who spent his lifetime studying Godzilla in Monarch, and his son, which we never knew existed, who just suddenly appears in a film, is only just a side little character, and that's it. I'm like, come on, just give him a little history background, like who he is, instead of just plastering his name as Shirazawa, and then he basically is known for making or building the Mechagodzilla or designing Mechagodzilla, and not giving us like why he's doing all this. Is he doing it because he wants to get revenge on Godzilla, or is he doing it because of his ego, or he feels that Godzilla should not be saved and his father just basically died for nothing and all those stuff? I feel like we're not fleshed out with Ren Shirazawa because I feel like he could have been a potential interesting villain, and then not much of Walter Simmons and his kind of daughterish. Yeah. But I gotta say, the human characters probably do need some improvement, but doesn't mean it overall defeats the whole movie though, because the movie I'm looking forward is between Godzilla and Kong and their battles, and I am very entertained, which is why I rated it higher than any other movies because it's focused on strongly on kaiju battles, which is something we all want, yes, as a kaiju fans. But of course, for regular moviegoers, if they want to know the stories or want to have a better story, I feel like they could improve it more. But because I think they're just keeping it safe in a way or just trying to entertain the kaiju community, I guess that's totally fine. But honestly, it's a really good Godzilla movie and a really good Kong movie or a really good MonsterVerse movie of all. So overall, that's what I would say. I love the movie about it. And are we gonna get another movie of it? So it looks like we will, especially with Kong now become the king of Hollow Earth, and we have more possibilities what's gonna come. Speaking of which, we actually do have confirmed a sequel to Godzilla vs. Kong. Now, some people are calling it Godzilla vs. Kong 2, but for me personally, I'm like, it's a bit too early for Godzilla and Kong to have another rematch already. But it turns out I was correct. It's actually after Godzilla vs. Kong, which is going to be a focus on Kong in the Hollow Earth, which I'm actually excited because I want to see what other monsters are we going to be introduced into the MonsterVerse, and what will it be. Unfortunately, I'm going to be honest with the G fan community. There's a lot of G fans out there are hating on the idea with Kong being in the next movie rather than Godzilla. You have to calm down, first of all. First of all, how many Kong movies are there that we saw? And how many Godzilla movies are there that we've seen already? We know Godzilla has more movies than Kong, so give Kong a chance. Besides, whatever Kong is going through the Hollow Earth, if something comes out, it will probably attract something to the Earth's surface. And if it becomes a potential threat, Godzilla will deal with it. So for now, let's just see what this MonsterVerse is going to be leading us to. Because I'm interested to see what does Kong's ancestor had to do with all of it, as well how Godzilla is related into this universe as well, and see what is it they do before their wars. Maybe something that triggered a war, or what actually did happen with those species. Why were they at war with each other? There's so many questions we have not yet learned yet. My only theory is maybe because Kongs were used to be the most highly intelligent titans, and the Godzilla species must have been like some sort of their predators that they had to battle, and especially with their dorsal fins that basically are weapons that they can use. These probably use Godzilla species as the resource materials, and then until one of the species of Godzilla says enough, they probably declare war on the Kong species. However, that's just my theory and my own possible spoiler theories, but that's all I can say. Now, I am excited for the new Kong movie, and I hope all the MonsterVerse fans out there are excited too, because we are so grateful to actually have another movie that involves with Godzilla and Kong. And now with Kong being the next movie coming out, I cannot wait to see how this goes. And of course, I do hear the Godzilla TV series coming up in, I think it's Apple Plus. I'm just curious why it's not on HBO Max, but oh well, I guess. So I'm looking forward to the future of MonsterVerse, and I hope you guys are the same. Now, before I conclude the video, so I do have, of course, you already saw the Godzilla figures I have from here, and of course, Kong itself right here. But probably you didn't know is there is a Blu-ray or a special disc that actually involves with Kong right here that has a battle axe. So how do I have this? I'll tell you that in the next video and my updated videos. If you haven't known, I do have my own Instagram account, so I'll leave the link down below. Anyways, thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope you guys enjoy your day. Until next time, hopefully not too long. I cannot keep my promise, but hopefully I'll try to make my videos as soon as possible when I have the time. Thank you so much, guys. This is Kaiju 2014 117 signing out.